This is TechVibe Radio, your front row seat to Pittsburgh's technology and innovation ecosystem. TechVibe is brought to you by Compunetics at Compunetics.com, Chorus Call at ChorusCall.com, Highmark at Highmark.com, Huntington Bank at Huntington.com, Kindling at TheKindlingAgency.com, PNC Bank at PNC.com, and Savier at Savier.com. Here are your hosts, Audrey Russo and Jonathan Kirsting of the Pittsburgh Technology Council, coming at you from the Huntington Bank Studios.
Oh my goodness, good morning everybody. I could not be more excited because we are kicking off a series of shows with our main partner, Huntington Bank. It's our TechVibe neighborhood tour. We've been doing this for, 7-8 years now. And I don't think I could be more excited than to be in the new branch on Liberty Avenue in Market Square in downtown Pittsburgh. This is like one of these transformative branches where they're investing in Pittsburgh, just putting good stuff in downtown, because without a good downtown, we're not going very far as a tech ecosystem. And I have Chuck Shones hanging out with me today. Chuck, you get to manage this awesome branch. Like, I walk in here and I always say this when I do these shows, I see welcome, welcome, welcome everywhere. I'm like, that's what you guys are all about. So thank you for welcoming me here today and doing some great content right from your branch. It just brings a new energy to what we do.
Well, Jonathan, it's a pleasure to have you here today. And as you had mentioned, yes, I am fortunate enough to be the one tasked to manage our flagship branch location here at 500 Liberty Avenue in downtown Pittsburgh. And as you had mentioned, it is a beautiful branch. We want to continue as Huntington, continue to invest into downtown. And what a wonderful place here just outside Market Square to be able to do so.
And what blows my mind is this was once the old McDonald's. And I think everyone knows very, very well, for good or for bad. And you guys have put just a whole new face, a whole new energy, and it is just transformative. I mean, it's got to feel pretty good coming to work, opening the door, pulling on those green door handles, right? Being like, yeah, we're here, open for business.
Now, it's great to hear stories from the local community, the neighbors that live here in downtown Pittsburgh that would tell us stories about how they had their 8th birthday party on the 2nd floor.
That's awesome.
And now they're seeing it as, as you had mentioned, a transformative building to be able to continue to give back to that community.
Yeah, I mean, you guys were making headlines when you announced that you acquired the property. I remember seeing it and I was like, oh my God, you guys aren't messing around. So it's so much fun to be here. And what I'm excited about, we have at least, oh my goodness, the next 6, 7, 8 shows where we're talking to tech companies, tech ecosystem companies that are based in downtown Pittsburgh, that are part of the micro ecosystem here in downtown, that is so important for the entire ecosystem in the region, as far as I'm concerned. This is like an anchor point.
No, I do agree. And I'm excited to see what we have in store for today and to be able to showcase what Pittsburgh does have. Part of my job here at Huntington Bank is to help these small businesses, whether it's in the technology field or otherwise, to be able to ensure that they have the right banking products and services, access to capital, to be able to navigate those ecosystems. Outside of my 9 to 5 here at Huntington Bank, I do work with Pennsylvania Small Business Development Center.
You do? Oh, cool. Tell me more about this. This is very exciting because I know Huntington Bank is one of the top, if not the top, SBA lenders in the region, right?
Yes, we're the number one SBA lender with over 130 SBA loans done in the last review cycle for the Small Business Administration.
That's transformative. I love hearing that.
Yeah. For sure.
So what do you do in your spare time with small business? Keep going. I didn't interrupt you, but I got really excited because I was like, this is so cool.
No, for sure. And what I do, so Pennsylvania has a Small Business Development Center program that affiliates itself with local universities. Here in downtown, Duquesne University and the University of Pittsburgh have an SBDC center that allows for either new to business entrepreneurial-minded individuals, as well as early in their creation, the ability to work with consultants to be able to understand how to navigate their small business. And then as a partner with the Pennsylvania Small Business Development Center, what I do is help educate them on different aspects of access to capital, to educate them on, if they decide to pursue self-funding or SBA funding or traditional bank funding, as well as some fintech options that are out there for access to capital. So very educative series on how to appropriately access capital.
I love that. I mean, it's taking your passion for finance and banking and what you're doing, and then being able to educate folks and let them know, because it's a very complex thing. And a lot of times, first-time business owners, they really have no idea where to even start. So that to me is just a fantastic use of your time. I really appreciate that. So I'm very excited about today's show because we're welcoming Jeremy Waldrup today. He runs the Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership. We call it the PDP. we like using our acronyms, but he's really just taking the charge and some of the main efforts to really just, make the downtown Pittsburgh area just a place for people to just work, for people to live down here as well, too. Which I know you'd like to see more people living here because people need to have their bank where they live, right?
Yeah, Jeremy was just here a couple of weeks ago to unveil the Pittsburgh Wayfinding Project for some of the arts and cultural destinations that we have. So I'll be excited to hopefully hear some more about that.
I noticed when I walked in, there was the Wayfinder right in front of your branch. Right. So how cool is that? I just love it. Well, Chuck, I can't thank you enough for letting me hang out here today and welcome our guests in here. Check out what's going on at Huntington Bank and tell some of their stories with you guys. Too much fun.
Yeah, for sure. It'd be a lot of fun. I appreciate you being here.
Without a doubt. In case anyone wants to learn more, just go to huntington.com. Simple as that. And go to pghtech.org if you want to learn all about the Pittsburgh Technology Council and how we love helping tech companies succeed. This is Jonathan Kirsting, and I'll be right back after this quick break. A strong work culture is the invisible force that binds employees to each other, to the company, and to their work. It's linked to better business outcomes, happier employees, and increased retention. How we work and where we work continue to evolve in almost every way, yet our human need for connection and purpose remains. Help your employees connect and thrive by evolving your culture to support your team, regardless of how or where they work. So discover how the Kindling Culture Agency can transform your company's culture at sparksomething.big.com. That's the Kindling Culture Agency at sparksomething.big.com.
Compunetics is the leading developer of unified voice, video, and data collaboration and conferencing applications for the service provider, government, and unique workflow applications. The Summit Olympus and Evergreen platforms, driven by their encrypted user interfaces, enable powerful and secure collaboration. Combined with world-class support and innovative professional services, Compunetics delivers the right solution every time. Learn more at compunetics.com. Your dial is set to TechVibe Radio, brought to you by Compunetics, Chorus Call, Highmark, Huntington Bank, Kindling, PNC Bank, and Xavier. Here are your hosts, Audrey Russo and Jonathan Kirsting of the Pittsburgh Technology Council, coming at you from the Huntington Bank studios.
We are back in the driver's seat here at Huntington Bank in downtown Pittsburgh, kicking off our shows with I think is the perfect guest to start off this whole thing about why downtown Pittsburgh freaking matters, everybody. Simple as that. We have Jeremy Waldrup, who is the executive director of the Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership. We all call it the PDP.
Yes, the PDP. Thanks for having me, and welcome to this new beautiful branch just off Market Square.
It's so cool. Honestly, like when I saw the announcement that they were going to take the old McDonald's and turn it into something not scary. I think
Not Scary is good.
Yeah, Not Scary is great was just phenomenal to me because it just goes to show you Huntington cares.
They do.
And they understand the vitality of downtown is getting people here. And that's hard to do these days.
It is. It's become much more of a challenge. And these guys are a big part of the solution, right? It's getting people down here. It's investing in these buildings. It's turning what folks are like, oh, goodbye, McDonald's. What are you going to put here? It's okay, here's a new investment. Let's go.
Exactly. No, I was so stoked, and I was really glad to have you be our first guest to kick off these series of just showing how vital downtown is. We're going to be inviting guests from all over the downtown area that work, live, and play here to come be part of the show. But you guys are really setting the pace. You're doing the hard work here. I think about like over COVID when people were basically saying downtowns are dead. And I'm like, oh my God, Jeremy, don't believe them.
In our world, we're like, downtowns are made for people and people aren't here. So what are we doing? But it's forced us as an organization and as a city and as a region to really rethink what's going on in downtown. Our organization's been here for 30 years.
That's right.
So we were founded by property owners, corporate leaders, government, and philanthropy to really support and try and create a vision for downtown.
Yeah. Because they're always evolving and there's always different economic circumstances like pandemics and crazy things that make you have to be thoughtful in driving and building, right?
That's right. Yeah. And I think our downtown probably became a little too reliant on our one-trick pony, which was commercial office.
Yeah.
We had a healthy, strong, solid market, and we didn't have much diversity with respect to use. We had culture, hotel, office. That was
it's kind of you come and leave.
Yep, that's
and 5 o'clock, you could basically see tumbleweeds going down Grant Street, right?
We started to see I arrived in 2011, which I think was really the start of an upswing, not because of me.
Oh, come on,
it's
take a little credit.
And we started to see more restaurants, more retail coming down here. And then enter COVID, and it's like just brakes put on most things.
Talk about like overnight, too.
Yeah.
Not just gradual breaks. I'm talking like slam them on and go through the windshield type of stuff.
Exactly. And we realized that, hey, we need more diversity in our use. And one big thing that we're doing now is really focusing on residential development. Like we have some
so
beautiful
big to
office
get people
buildings
down here. Yeah.
Yeah. Some of these historic buildings, they don't need to be office anymore.
No.
How do we find new uses for them? So from residential, institutional users, I'd love to see some of our universities down here. I think that's going to be super important.
How cool is that when you see like Point Park downtown? I see kids like walking down the streets. I'm like, all right, that's what I want to see more.
And they were the first ones back. Our offices are literally in Point Park's campus. And when they first came back to school, we were down here the entire time. We were considered an essential service because we have outreach to them and supplemental security and sanitation. So we were down here throughout. But when Point Park came back, you really got to see, oh, wait, these kids, like maybe they mixed into the just general who's ever down here vibe.
Yeah, right.
When they were the only ones, it really shined a light on how important things like that are.
Totally. I think about the work that you're trying to do. This doesn't happen in 6 months. It takes years and years. And then things continue to change, but we need to have this work done, which is why the Tech Council, we're massive fans of what you do, because we just see without a vibrant downtown, our tech sector does not flourish.
That's right. Yep.
And we have so many of our tech companies that are downtown, like the CGIs of the world, even places like PNC Bank. Like, that's not a tech company. Oh, yes, it is. Yeah, I think they're like the biggest tech employer in Pittsburgh with the number of programmers and engineers that they have. Jeremy, come on. Work harder, man. Come on.
It is the retention game. Like, we have to create spaces that people want to be a part of, and place matters to folks. Like, where am I taking my kids on the weekend? What coffee shop can I jump in between meetings? That's why cities matter. That's why downtowns matter.
100%.
It's more important than ever. We were just welcomed Governor Josh Shapiro here this past week.
Tell me about this, because first off, Market Square is like the icon of downtown Pittsburgh, right?
Yep.
And with the NFL draft coming, and what I love is this Huntington Bank here, like right on the side of this whole thing. There's some like $600 million.
That's right.
Is being announced. Tell me about this. This is not like a drop in the bucket.
No, this is transformational, generational. If I can add another AO word to
it, man. Do it all day long.
Back in the fall, he announced this big commitment. And this week, we provided an update. We are now under construction in Market Square, $15 million into this vibrant public space. 3.1 million people visited Market Square last year.
Is that the number?
Yeah.
That's a lot of people, man.
A lot of folks. Think about it. From 4th of July festivities to light up night to the holiday market. We're doing Oktoberfest. Like, there are all these things. And this is the place where we come to celebrate, where we come to protest. And in addition to Market Square, we're getting a new 4-acre park in the cultural district, Arts Landing. So this is going to be a beautiful park.
Tell me about this. This seems, first off, I'm on the board of directors for the Allegheny County Parks Foundation, and I'm all about our green spaces, right?
Yeah.
And I love our 500-acre parks, but when I can find a 4-acre little park in downtown Pittsburgh, I get very excited.
It's going to be very special. So ground was broken this week. That park, which will have kind of a band shell, a kids play space, an area for sports courts. So think pickleball, maybe a little bocce thrown in there.
Totally, yeah.
A little flex space there. It's going to provide nice green space. You can let your kids hang and go. It's across the street from Kappa. My daughter's in school there.
Awesome.
The students are going to love this space.
And I think about anyone, like if they're moving to Pittsburgh, or they want to move downtown, and this becomes another reason why it makes it feasible to go to downtown.
Yeah, if we want our city to have this diversity of use, we have to also provide the infrastructure for them. Like, you need to be able to play hoops down here. You need to be able to jump in a pickleball game. Like, those types of things matter. That's what you love about your respective neighborhoods, and we have to create that in the city.
Especially when I think about the number of tech companies that are here in downtown Pittsburgh, and there's a total blend of work and personal life, and to have access to the things that you're passionate about, so you can go play hoops right after work, or go play bocce and take up a new hobby or something like that, and not have to go all the way home. And I don't know, it just seems like I feel like we're really starting to make some really cool moves that are just setting the groundwork.
It is,
for some great stuff to happen.
And you couple that with another big part of this investment is the renovation and redevelopment and rethinking of a number of our historic office buildings.
Okay.
So Gulf Tower, we should be seeing some real progress over the next couple of months in that space.
Really?
So that's going to be half hotel, half residential.
Okay.
That is such an iconic.
Without a back. That's as Art Deco as it gets.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Like Pittsburgh in its heyday kind of
It's
feeling.
okay. It's had 100 years in this current life. What's the next one?
Reimagine it,
That's
right?
on us. The owner, the developers, it's on them mostly, but we care about these things and we want to advocate for this stuff.
I love it.
So we have about 12 projects underway that are residential conversions. So these are office buildings that are converting into residential. And that's about 1,000 new residents that we should see on our streets in the next 12 to 18 months. That gets us about 1/7 of the way of where we want to go.
Okay.
Which is to really double the downtown residential population.
Gotcha.
So going from 7,500 to around 16,000 is our goal for this kind of, I'll say, midterm.
Love it. In case you just joined us, we're talking to Jeremy Waldrup, who leads up the Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership. If you go to pittsburghdowntownpartnership.com,
DowntownPittsburgh.com. When we get a little
downtownpittsburgh.com, you can see all the different things that are going on there. And just real fast, what has me excited when we talk about getting more people down here, how much of this housing is going to be like super affordable so everyone can partake in this?
Yeah, that's the beauty of this investment. Is it's for all shapes and sizes. We
love
have
that because we need everybody. Everybody, and it's so hard because downtown's a place where I think prices are naturally going to go higher just because it's downtown, right?
That's right. Yeah. A majority of the projects are actually going to have an affordability component to them, meaning folks that are making 80% below the area median income will have housing options in downtown.
That's
and these
so
are
cool.
it's so important. We have so many teachers and law enforcement, building service workers. Downtown has to be a place for everyone, and we have to work together to figure out how to make that happen.
Yeah, that's why I think you get to have a lot of fun doing what you do because it's like, of course, you get the occasional pandemic that makes you rethink everything. But I just love the fact that you're sitting here, like working with the whole downtown area to really drive what is going to make this a place that's going to just thrive.
Yeah. I do think about, I've raised three Pittsburghers, right?
Yeah.
What's going to get them excited? I probably want them to go away for college.
Of course.
Get out of my house.
Yeah, get out, then come back later.
Right, come back. What's going to
it.
make them want? And I know that we always think about that, but I do feel super privileged to have a seat at the table and try to figure that out.
No, we love it. Like I said, that's why the Tech Council, we're such fans because this doesn't happen in a vacuum. It doesn't happen with just one person, one organization. But the fact we need a central point, like particularly, hey guys, let's think about this, rowing this boat together as far as that goes. So summer is upon us. You guys always have some fun stuff cooking up.
Yep.
And these are the little things that draw people down to downtown and to see that this is a great place to be. What's happening this summer that you're excited about?
Come to Market Square and you're going to see some construction, but you'll also see some signage kind of directing you to things
how to
that
get around
love.
it.
How to get around and then where things are. So you're going to think about it, particularly if you work or live down here. Oh, it's Thursday. I'm going to go to the farmer's market. It's not going to be in Market Square. It's going to be in PPG Plaza. So that's kicking off in about a month.
Excellent.
Yoga's coming back. So 2 times a week, free yoga, also in PPG. Things like the Arts Fest, moving to the Strip District for 1 year. Picklesburg is going to stay here in downtown, which we're excited about.
Picklesburg always cracks me up. I ain't going to lie. I wish I loved pickles, but
I don't even know if it's an acquired taste. I'm not sure that you can even acquire that.
I don't know. It's something, but I love the fact that we have Picklesburg.
Well,
it is just amazing.
You can bob for pickles. You don't have to eat them.
No,
you just spit them out as fast as you can. It will be a part of the festivities. So we're excited to bring things like that. We're going to be using the bridges a little bit more this year for programming.
Love that. Yes.
Fort Duquesne Boulevard, you might remember during the pandemic, we had the Allegheny Overlook, which was a stage that was set up. We had local live music 7 days a week. And we're going to be bringing back parts of that, not not every single day because there's more traffic here now. We don't want to gum all of that up.
Thank you.
But you're going to see some programming.
I love seeing people in
different
different places that people can experience because I'm one of those where I ride my bike through downtown Pittsburgh 3 or 4 times a week because I'm always riding my bike to work or on the weekends. And you just see the city in a different way when you're out there without a steel cage around you, i.e. a car.
I love to get out, walk the dog, run the trails.
Yeah.
I'm a big bike share user. I love that way to get around the city.
It's a good way to live. And I'm just very excited about the trajectory that we're now on because it was looking tenuous. And we were in some board meetings at the Tech Council where many of our members are the big players here downtown. And they're like, how do we get people down here again? What are we going to do? But now I'm seeing the wheels in motion, and I'm talking to you now in a bank that took over this blighted McDonald's and is making it this brand new, this awesome facility. I'm like, wow, there's so much for us to look forward to here.
There really are. I think that if you haven't been down here lately, get down here, check out our restaurants, check out our retail. First Cultural is going to be here. The Pirates are getting ready to start back up. So
it's all good stuff. Jeremy, I can't thank you enough for being part of this.
Of course.
Great stuff.
Thanks
all
for
the way
having me,
around.
man.
Once again, DowntownPittsburgh.com.
Yep, that's
excellent. Good stuff. Jeremy Waldrup, you are the best. Keep fighting the good fight here. And one last question. Are we ever going to have a gas station in downtown Pittsburgh?
No, absolutely
I didn't think so. There's no place to put it.
You're going to have to cross a river.
It's the
North side, south side. We're surrounded by them. Not down here.
I'll get mad. No worries. I thought I'd have to at least ask. Anyhow, this has been Jonathan Kirsting with the Pittsburgh Tech Council, bringing you shows from the Huntington Bank in downtown Pittsburgh, right next to Market Square on Liberty Avenue. Go to huntington.com to check out all their branches, but definitely the one here in downtown Pittsburgh. And go to pghtech.org. Check out all the ways that the Tech Council would just love to help your tech company succeed. Have a great rest of your Sunday, everybody.
Thanks for geeking out with us on TechVibe Radio. Tune in next Sunday for more tech and innovation stories right here from Pittsburgh. TechVibe is brought to you by Compunetics at Compunetics.com, Chorus Call at ChorusCall.com, Highmark at Highmark.com, Huntington Bank at Huntington.com, Kindling at TheKindlingAgency.com, PNC Bank at PNC.com, and Savior at Savior.com. And we're always coming at you from the Huntington Bank Studios.